Fans, it's shit for you. PB, let's get right into this NFL. Last week, a lot of stuff happened. Good, bad. One of the bad things was Cam Scatterboo got an ugly injury in the Philadelphia game. Tough loss for him, right? And you know what? Go ahead.
No, I mean, I'm a huge Scat fan. I've been following him since his, senior year at Arizona State or whatever year he played till.
Yeah, that's it.
And I grabbed him in a lot of my dynasty leagues. I was high on that kid, and he was proving it out until he got this injury. I just hope he can bounce back in 2026 and be the guy we think he can be.
I think. Hey, PB, what was the most impressive thing about that was Philadelphia fans felt bad for him. They were clapping for him to be, as acknowledgement that he was injured.
Yeah,
Because
that's a rarity.
they booed Michael Irvin being hurt there. They booed Troy Aikman being hurt there before. They booed other players, for getting hurt, right? So
Yeah.
and that was the most unbelievable thing.
He's high,
Right.
he's right.
Yeah. Hey, I got one for you. Kirk Cousins, did he play like a 30-year-old or a 45-year-old last week?
I don't know. I'd be leaning towards the 45-year-old.
Did you go to the game?
I did not go, but no, it was in Atlanta.
Oh, it was in ATL. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So the Dolphins won. They kicked butt though for a change, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
another big miracle. The Jets won. They beat the Bengals despite my boy Joe Flacco having another great game. You thought he was a lost cause. Flacco's been unbelievable since he started playing for them. But the Jets, Justin Fields, you know what? We don't like to give credit to an Ohio State quarterback, right? But kudos. His owner called him out and said he can't even complete a goddamn pass or something like that. And Justin had a pretty good game. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I think anybody can have a pretty good game against the Bengals defense, though. That's the problem.
Case in point. You're right. Okay. All right. Last thing. Miles Garrett or Jonathan Taylor? Who is the most underrated player in the league? Oh, undervalued. I should not underrated, but undervalued. Because both these guys will
Probably,
have
I
a
mean,
dynamic. Justin, by the way, Taylor, 3 touchdowns. Miles Garrett, 5 sacks.
yeah. I mean, I think Miles Garrett's getting his paycheck, though. I mean, I don't know if he's undervalued. I think I would have to say Jonathan Taylor if we're going off of
I would agree.
salary.
I would agree with you. But when you hear about edge rushes, you hear TJ Watt. Of course, you always hear about Micah, right? Miles Garrett's not always mentioned all the time. 5 sacks is 5 freaking sacks. That's a lot of sacks.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, he is. And Jonathan Taylor, to your point, man, everybody had Bijan Robinson. Didn't play
Yeah.
well last week against the Dolphins, right?
No,
As the
we'll
best
see.
running back in the league.
We'll see what we can do against the Patriots because they
Yeah,
don't
we're gonna
allow
pick
a
that.
lot of rushing yards for sure.
Hey, by the way, did the Pittsburgh Steelers have the worst friggin' NFL uniform ever, ever, ever last Sunday night?
Yeah,
That
they
was
look like
horrible, right?
the
I mean,
bright
what is
yellow.
that? Is it burnt moss? I didn't even know it would call that color. I don't even know. I couldn't even see a stripper wearing that and be so sexy in it. Come on, man. All right, we're gonna make our picks. Hey, by the way, kind of a sneaky big deal in my opinion. Kyle Duggar, who we all questioned when he got picked by the Pats from out of nowhere. Then he played well for a while, right? And all of a sudden he went. I don't know why he was in Vrabel's doghouse, but he is. But he went to Pittsburgh. I think that's a good move for Pittsburgh. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Pittsburgh obviously struggled on defense this year. They struggled against the pass, so he can certainly help out there. It's not going to hurt their cause for sure.
Let's pick a couple games. We're going to pick our pick six. Ready?
Yep, let's go.
All right, we're going to start the 49ers, go to the Giants. What do you think here?
Yeah, I mean, the Giants have to figure out how they're going to turn things around. I mean, I know they're looking at potential receivers to add to that offense and passing game, but you lose Malik Neighbors, you lose Scatterboo last week. We'll see what Tyrone Tracy can get back on track and be the RB1 that he was before Scat was around. But San Francisco is just, I mean, despite their injuries, they just figure out ways to win
I'm a
football
big fan because
games.
this is also a 1 o'clock game. You know how much I despise West Coast teams
Y-
going to East Coast for a 1 o'clock
Yeah,
game.
you
And you're
don't
right,
like that.
49ers got a lot of injuries, a lot of injuries. Who's playing quarterback? Is Mac playing this week again?
Well, Purdy's supposed to be back this week, but that's not definite yet. But I just still think, when you add CMC and Kittle and whoever they do put at receiver, Pearsall might be back this week. I still, it's hard to not take the more talented team. And that to me, that's San Francisco. So I'm going Giants in this one. I mean, I was thinking San Francisco Giants for baseball.
All right. So
I'm going with,
I'm going 49ers as well. What did G Money give us?
I'm going with the Niners, and so is G Money.
All right. So it's a three-way on the 49ers. All right. Broncos, Texans. Now, this one surprises me because Vegas has Texans as the favorite because they had a great win last week, finally, for a change. I don't see it. I'm still Broncos all the way. I know they had that lousy game 2 weeks ago against the Giants, but I don't see how they lose this game.
Yeah, I do like the Broncos too in this one. Broncos are playing all around good football,
They are.
all phases of the game. Their offense looks good, defense looks good. Um, and Houston, while they do have pieces, I mean, their defense is obviously legit.
Yep. Yep.
Nico's back he's officially cleared today, by the way, for his
Oh, okay. I didn't
concussion.
realize that. Okay, Nico
So he
Collins
was
is back.
cleared
Okay.
today, so he'll be back. Um, but I just think Denver's the better team right now. I could see Houston maybe pulling this game off, but I like Denver a lot. G Money has Houston, by the way.
Falcons come here to New England to play the Pats. Oh man, this is going to be beatdown city, I think.
Yeah, we all
Pats.
have New England in this one. I agree. The only thing about Atlanta is they are a kind of Jekyll and Hyde kind of
They,
team,
they are.
and they could just bring it. Like they could have that one game in them where they just bring it. I think they did that the week after didn't they beat Buffalo?
Yeah.
Um, and they got spanked by Carolina, beating them like 30-0. And then they come out the next week and they win so they're very Jekyll and Hyde-ish. So um I'm not gonna just
Penix is benched. He's not hurt. He's benched, correct?
who is
Michael Penix, the quarterback.
I no, he was hurt. I mean
All
he
right,
had
so
an
we got
injury.
Cousins again this week. 45-year-old Cousins.
Yeah, he had a knee issue. I don't know if he's gonna be back or not. But you still have Pitts, you still have Bijan. That's who they have to stop. I don't know if
London.
London's also has a hip thing going on, so he may or may not play. I like their offensive weapons. I mean, their defense has obviously been good too this year.
Yep.
So all
Yep.
I'm saying is don't sleep on Atlanta, but I'm taking the Pats.
As well. Steelers. I've seen some people liking the Steelers in this game. I don't know why. Indy is going to trounce them, I think.
Yeah, Pittsburgh, I told you they're a fake team to me. Indy's the real deal. They just keep proving it week in and week out. Especially with that balanced attack, passing and rushing. I think they destroy them, but G Money has Pittsburgh in this one, believe it or not.
Ooh.
But then again,
I think
he
Taylor
had
goes for 175 and 3 touchdowns again.
and he had Pittsburgh beating Green Bay last week too. So I mean, I don't know what his thing is for Pittsburgh, but yeah.
They for the first time, you would have won. All right, the Bears Bengals. By the way, this is the hardest game for me to pick this week. I've gone back and forth, back and forth. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to pick a team, even though they're at home again, that just lost to the Jets. I do think that might have been a reality check for them, and they might bounce back. That's the only thing. But the Bears have looked pretty good. So, I mean, I'm going to go with the Bears in this one. Um, I think G Money has the Bengals, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm going to verify that here while you make your pick.
You know what? Flacco's rolling. He's always good for 4 good games. I got Bengals winning this game. Flacco throws 3 touchdowns again this week.
Okay, yeah, he has the Bengals too. So I'm the lone person with the Bears there.
And by the way, the Bears defense is so. That's why I think the Bengals can win this game. The Bears defense, it's better than the Bengals defense for sure, but he is almost. but I think they're so as well. That's why I got Bengals covering at home and winning the game. I mean, at home.
Okay.
All right, KC Bills. This is a tough game to pick. But historically, the Bills win this game in the regular season and lose in the playoffs. And I think the pattern's going to hold true. I think the Bills win this game.
Yeah, that's going to be a trifecta there because I have them as does G Money, and for the same reason that you say, I think they play better in the regular season against them. It's in Buffalo, so I'm going Bills.
By the way, we got to mention the World Series is now 3-2. Dodgers lost at home last night after that epic 18-inning game the night before. At this point in time, who do you think wins the World Series?
Yeah, I mean, you spotted me the game when they after we did our live show, they were already 1-0 the Blue Jays, and I said, "You're spotting me a game. It's hard to take the Dodgers. It really is at this point. Even though I think the Dodgers could do it, but I said I think this is the year for the Blue Jays, and they went on to lose that game at home and split, and I was like, oh, maybe he's right here. And then they go to LA and they lose the first one in LA, right? And then it goes down, they go down 2-1, but then they take the next two out in LA, which I think is amazing that they've done that. They're up 3-2 coming back home. They should win the series. They got to take one out of those two games. But again, wouldn't be
Think
surprised if the Dodgers sweep them, but I'm
you
still
would
going
think,
Toronto.
but it's sooner or later. Freeman and Mookie have not really played up to their standards at this point in time. If they get hot and Otani stays hot, forget about it. In my opinion.
Hey,
All
do
right,
you
let's
think
go to
do you think
college.
LaSavage that pitched last night, the rookie, do you think he could come out of the bullpen for game 7 if he had to in like the seventh, eighth inning?
I think he has to, don't you? I mean, yeah, he's a
You
young
get
kid. He's got young blood. You got to pitch by him, man, for sure. You
all
know.
right. All right.
By the way, I heard of the PTI, which we like. Pardon the interruption on ESPN. They made a joke. Cindy Koufax might be pitching tomorrow night for the Dodgers. Hey, let's go to college. PB, a big story came out this week. Obviously, one of the stories was we called it last week on our show. We said Brian Kelly will be the next big name fired. Sure enough, they lost. He was fired by Sunday, so it makes us look like experts once again. But then the athletic director, I mean, not the athletic director, the governor, this is crazy. The governor of Louisiana came out in a press conference and said the athletic director at LSU will not have any opinion on the choice of the head coach at LSU. Is that crazy? I mean, when did we get to this point in time when politicians are now invoking themselves in the coaching choices? I guess that's how football is in the South, right?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's crazy, but
Crazy. I mean, the coach will not have any role in the pick of the next coach. I heard that and I'm like, whoa, hold on 1 second. Oh, speaking of teams in the South, Vandy won again last week. Whoa, that's a shocker. They're off to a great year. We're going to pick them momentarily. And let's get to the picks. All right, we're going to start with, I know apparently you're not allowed to say this anymore, but you and I are still going to say it. The world's greatest cocktail party or biggest cocktail party takes place in Jacksonville on Saturday, Georgia, Florida. Georgia is a 7.5 point favorite, the number 5 in the country. Florida, by the way, also fired their coach earlier this year. What do you think of this game? 7.5 points, Georgia.
I'm going to lay the points and I'm going to take the Bulldogs.
I am as well. What's Mr. G Money got?
G Money's got Florida.
Really? Ooh,
Yep.
okay. All right. Here's another one. Vandy, ranked in the top 15, plays Texas at Texas. Thank God Texas is favored 2.5 points. You know what? This 3.5, I might have chose Vandy, but I'm going Texas in this game. What do you think?
This was the hardest one for me to pick.
Yeah,
I
me
was
too.
going back and forth, and I mean, I've seen Texas play, and they haven't impressed me.
No,
I haven't really seen Vandy play much, but they are having a fantastic year. I think they're beating up. They're like kind of like that Indiana of the Big Ten. Like you don't really know much about them, but they're a legitimate threat. And I just haven't seen Texas do anything in the games I've watched this year. So you're going to give me 2.5. I'm gonna go Vandy on this one, and G Money is as well.
I just 3.5. I would agree with you on that. 2.5, too tight for me. At Texas, by the way, at Texas, don't forget that. What's G Money got?
He has Vandy as well.
He's picked. So we've had Vanny now, I think, 3 times. He's picked him every time.
Uh,
All right, we'll see. But by the way, that would be interesting if Vandy and Indiana got into the Final Four of the college football playoffs. Wow, right? That's
yeah,
changing the whole dynamic of the game. All
yeah.
right, number 18, OU goes to number 14, Tennessee, who's a 3.5 point favorite. Who do you like there?
I'm gonna take the points with the Sooners. Give me the 3.5. I like what I'm seeing out of Oklahoma.
Who do you think I'm picking, right? OU all day long. OU, what's C money got?
Tennessee.
Ooh. All right. Here's the game that I have some troubles with. 17, Cincinnati is playing 24 Utah. Yes, it's in Utah. Yes, it's the first time ever college game day is going to be at Utah for the game day show. 7.5 point favorite still Utah? I'm struggling where that comes up with that where they coming with that.
Yeah, and that could be a trap. G Money's take is falling into that trap, and he's taking Cincinnati. I'm going Utah. I'm going the other way, and I'm going to lay the 10.5.
You know, PB, I tend to agree with those theory, but I don't think Utah is that big of a point team. I don't see them scoring 11 more points than Cincinnati because I think this game is like 20-17 or 20-11 maybe, but
Okay.
not 32-20.
Okay. All right.
But
So
I'm
you're
going
you're going
Cincinnati.
you're going
I'm going.
Cincy?
Yep, yep.
Okay.
Just to barely cover with those points. Maybe they lose by 10.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Nice show. Happy Valentine's Day.
Valentine's. All
Valentine's. Happy Halloween. I'm looking at a heart. That's why my wife puts hearts downstairs.
right.
All right.
All
Maybe,
right,
maybe,
man.
maybe
See
it's not
you.
going to do a Valentine's Day. You never know.
All right. See you.
All right, talk